Well, Mark, obviously hugely disappointing for you. How do you sum up the match?
Yeah, it's a strange one really. I mean, in patches I felt as though I played okay. I mean, if you look at the match sheet and you look at the breaks, at 9-7 down, I think I've had 6 breaks over 60. Gazzy's had sort of 8 breaks over 70 or something like that. So if you look at it, up until the last session I thought it was a decent game. But I don't know, I just felt as though I missed the boat yesterday. I think 7-6 up, 30 up and I played safe. Gazzy potted a good shot to nothing and played me behind the green. But I think the first 2 sessions, even though we both played okay, I just think the run of the ball in there was a big difference. I think the first session I felt as though I had no run of the ball at all and nearly come out 4-all. Second session was the same. I kept going into balls and everything just seemed to keep landing awkward. Nothing was straightforward. So but it's taking nothing away from Gary. When he got his chances, he scored. But I just felt as though throughout the match I probably made it too easy for him. I thought my safety was way below par. I think probably 9 of the 13 frames he won was probably off my mistake. I don't think it's as if he's had to work too hard to create the chances himself.
You did say you had he did have a little bit of run, but like you say, normally when it goes close, you'd fought back to 9-all, 10-all. Normally when it goes close, we see you excel, don't we? And it's unusual, I suppose, to see you struggling that way with your safety.
Yeah, it was just a strange match all the way through. I just felt as though I was just in and out of focus all the way through. For whatever reason, I don't know. And obviously, over the last few years, when it's come to the crunch, obviously I've fancied the job, but then I just felt a little bit edgy out there, and I think probably because of the season I've had, because I've not been getting the results and probably lacked a little bit of confidence. So, I mean, it could be down to that, but I don't know. I just thought, obviously, coming here, if you get that first round out of the way, you might find a little bit, and then who knows, you can kick on. But Gary played well and deserved to win.
You have to say he did, didn't he? I mean, to get over the line against you in a big match, the biggest match of his career here.
Yeah, definitely. But then, same again. I mean, obviously, you've still got to pot the balls, but then I've left him golden chance reds everywhere to sort of get over the line. He's only got to play little stun shots, still got to hold himself together, but it's not as if he's had to sort of pot a long ball to get himself in, and he was obviously missing balls, giving me chances, but I just couldn't punish.
Do you think he can go on now and go deep?
Who knows? I mean, he scores as well as anyone when he gets on a roll. It's just whether he can just hold himself together. Obviously, the further the tournament goes, I mean, every match he wins, it's new territory for him. He's not been in that position before. But then the other side of the coin, he's got nothing to lose. He's sort of free rolling. Even if he loses next game, he's had a good comp. So he's just going to go out there and enjoy it. I think it showed in that game.
You mentioned there maybe confidence wasn't high, sort of particularly at the back end of the season. So what do you do to go away now, have a bit of a break, and then back to the practice table?
Yeah, I won't go back to the practice table too soon, that's for sure. I'll probably have a good month and a half off, go on holiday, and then come back. Probably only practice probably a week or 2 weeks before the season starts again, because I mean, such a long season, so just try and forget about everything. Obviously, just put it to bed that it's been a poor season and just go again next year.
Wish you all the best.
Cheers, mate.
Are you frustrated with your game at the moment?
It's a tough one to say, because I mean, even though it's been a poor season results-wise, I don't think performance-wise I've played shockingly bad. I mean, for how my results have been, I don't think my performance have been that bad to show the results that I'm getting. So it's tough. I mean, like I said the other day, if I was playing really poor and losing, then I'd be more worried, but I wasn't. But obviously, it doesn't matter what you've achieved in the game. If you keep getting beat and keep getting knocked, obviously your confidence is going to go, and obviously the only way you're going to get that back is by winning, which I've not been doing, so it was difficult coming in.
You set such high standards, and this season obviously hasn't met those standards. Do you know why? Is there something you're doing differently, or things aren't clicking?
Not really. I mean, I'm still putting in the hard work as much as always. I just think everyone's just sort of played well against me this year, and even the lower ranked players just seem to have raised the game against me this year as well. I mean, Stedman in China. I played Li Yuan in the early comp in China. I mean, he's played unbelievable. Should have beat me 6-5, and I ended up winning that one. So I mean, it's just the way it's been. It's just seemed to be snowball all the way through from one tournament to the next. Obviously, even when I'm playing well, I'm literally only just getting over the line. Where obviously before, sometimes I've not played brilliant and still won 5-2, 6-2 or something like that. Where at the minute I'm having to play the top of my game, and that's still not good enough sometimes.
Obviously, you lost the world number one ranking. Is that a target for next year to try and get that back?
Probably a target in the future. I mean, probably not so much next year. Obviously, I'll strive to try and get that back as well. But yeah, it gives me something else to target. But yeah, obviously disappointed to go out in this one, because even though I've had a bad season, if you had a good run in this one or went on to win it, obviously your season's forgotten about.
Mark, you and Ronnie have both gone out. Is it opening up for an underdog to win it?
It's hard, obviously, to see an underdog winning it. It's such a tough tournament to win. But I mean, yeah, it's obviously opened up. The bottom half, definitely. I mean, at one stage the bottom half was looking like a bloodbath, and now it's definitely opened up. So but then that puts more pressure on the seeds when they look at the draw. You know, you look at Trump, he's probably thinking, oh, it's opened up and everything, but at the same time, you've got Carter in my quarter, who's been to the final a couple of times before and knows what to take. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, whoever wins it obviously deserves to win it because it's a tough tournament.
Who do you fancy to go with?
I couldn't care less who wins it now, mate, to be honest.
A lot of players look tired. Some players even have said that they're tired. Is it too long a season, do you think? Are players fatigued at this stage of the season?
Well, it's only too long a season if you choose to play in everything, you know, and I'm in the fortunate position that I don't have to play in everything, so it's just obviously I choose to because I enjoy the game. But some of the lower ranked players have to play in everything, but then at the same time, I suppose if you was to ask them, they want to be playing all the while, you know, that's all they want to do is just play tournament after tournament to try and climb the ranking. So I don't think it's a long season now.
Do you think you might play a little bit less target tournaments a bit differently next season? Or?
Who knows? Who knows? I mean, obviously, I'll still play in all the major tournaments. Possibly miss some of the smaller tournaments which I've done this year, like Riga and stuff. So I'll probably not play in that and have a longer break. India, I possibly won't play in. So tournaments like that, probably just as similar to this year, but hopefully the result's different.